Hi guys, it's your crypto reader here, and today's video I'm gonna discuss some of the key events happening in the forex markets, starting with the gold, and we shall see what's going to happen in the next coming weeks. So I'm going to show you the daily chart on gold to begin with, and then we'll look at the weekly one and the monthly one as well. So here we are. As you can see, RSI is pretty much at roughly about 61 level. What I'm expecting here, the expectation for gold is that it will, because of the price action, what I see, as you can see, we've got price rejections at 1230 level. So what I'm expecting here is that gold will drop up till about 1208 or 1211 region, and then potentially it will make an explosive move up again. So as you can see, the last actually 5 days of gold last week, it had a lot of went all the way to 132, dropped again, close to 130, dropped again. So it continuously did that. The price was rejected roughly about 1230 region, 5 continuous days. And I'm expecting it to drop from that region all the way till up till here before it moves back up. So unless we have a major issue in the equities markets, as you guys are aware that the equity markets are falling. All the major US exchanges have been falling, so we just want to keep an eye on it. And if that doesn't materialize, if it doesn't drop and it continues to go up, and then we may see it surpass 1232 and go all the way up to 1263 region, which is where the next resistance is for gold. But because of the price action that we see for past 5 days, my expectation is that it may drop considerably into 1208 to 1211 region, and then potentially make a move up in next coming weeks. If you have a look at the weekly chart of gold, it's still very positive. As you can see, it's got 3 continuous bars. Price rejections with price sessions, obviously at this level, but as you can see, it will potentially will come down a little bit, and then it will go up again as we come close to the November time, when the gold will go up again, and roughly I'm expecting it to reach 1263 region, which is where the next resistance is. So that's gold. Monthly chart, again, it looks very bullish. As you can see, monthly chart will have some drop. Again, it will do the same thing. It will go up at this level. But as you can see, there's a massive green candle for the month of October, which we are in currently. So I'm expecting it to go up from here. So monthly, weekly, and daily, with a little bit of pullback. So I want the pullback to happen first, as what we saw on the daily charts, and then we can decide to go up. So roughly about at this region, we can have our daily chart. On daily chart, we'll see it will drop a little bit because of the price action here, and then it'll potentially to go up. So that's gold analysis for next coming week. I'll start with Aussie dollar. This is a very interesting chart here, and what's being developed here. I'm looking for a double bottom pattern here. So what I'm expecting to happen here is it potentially will drop around 0.70 400 region and then go up from here. If it doesn't, then potentially we will have, as you can see, gold is doing exactly what gold is doing, is rejecting the price roughly about 0.71500. So if he pierces this small resistance here, then potentially you can go all the way up till roughly about 0.73 region. So what I'm expecting it to do is potentially come down, because as you can see, we've got some wicks developing here. Come down up till this region and then potentially go up. So you can potentially look to enter an order of at 0.70400 region and then let it go up. On weekly basis, again, it's doing the same thing. Potentially that it might drop down, it will create a double bottom and then it will go up. Remember, guys, Aussie dollar is at the lowest point for the past couple of years. So you just want to keep an eye on that, and potentially from here, you can have an explosive run that can go all the way up to, as you can see on a weekly chart, the next resistance point is roughly about 0.75. So you've got a huge gain to occur on Aussie dollar. On monthly chart, again, it looks a little bit negative, but it's at a point where it can potentially go up or drop a little bit and then can go up. And if I reduce the number of candles, as you can see how far we have come, so potentially we're looking at this one to go up from here. A W is forming, which is double bottom is forming here. So potentially there's an explosive move coming in Aussie dollar. So just keep an eye on it. Trade according to what you see in the price action as well. Now we go to Euro USD. Euro USD at this point in time, it's actually looking to have some downward movements. And if I go to the daily chart first, as you can see, it may potentially come back up to this region, 1.16 region. If not, then we are potentially looking at roughly about 1.14 region, 1.5 region. Yeah. So potentially we are looking to get all the way up till here at this region, 1450 if 1.145, and then potentially our first hurdle will be about 1.16 region. So just keep an eye on that one, how it trades. Draghi speaking on Friday, so just keep an eye on the price action. Weekly one, again, it's showing that potentially it may drop a little bit up to the region where I just mentioned, 1.145, and then potentially can go up from here. So that's Euro USD, guys. GBP USD, again, there are some potentially the price may drop a little bit, or based on the new Brexit news, it might potentially go up as well. They are talking about deal. They're talking about all sorts of different things in the parliament. So you will get a little bit explosive. So just be careful when you guys are trading it. Keep an eye on it. At the moment, it's all just weak. As you can see, the price went all the way up and then it dropped for a few days. And it continuously opened at the bottom here. There is a potential that it might go up. It might go up, so we have a chance for it to go around 1.131 or 1.132 area. So just keep an eye on it. And potentially, if we look at one day, as you can see, it's forming a green candle here. Although this is 50% in terms of the body and 50% in terms of the week. So potentially I'm expecting another candle to be formed here and it may go up. If not, if we may potentially come down at this level again, 1.30 level, and then go up. And if you look at the monthly chart, again, because of the Brexit news, this is going to become high. There's a potential that you may potentially become highly volatile. So just make sure that you guys keep an eye on it or try to avoid GBP USD. Interesting chart developing in USD CHF. As you guys can see, we've got an order lined up as 1.005. And as you can see on monthly chart, it's got a very strong indication that potentially it may go up from here. If I drop down to weekly chart, again, it's showing me a strong potential that it may potentially go up to 1.00500, which is where our next order is, and it's where the major resistance is as well. And if I look at the daily chart, it's very interesting, interestingly poised. And if I reduce, and as you can see, it potentially had a smaller body, then it made a slightly bigger body here, but also it's got a weak. So we just need to be careful, and it also at a level where there is a lot of where it has dropped quite a few times. So I'm expecting a slight drop to roughly about 0.99 at least, and then potentially it may go up. So let's watch an action. Here, as you can see, guys, it's already at 66 on RSI. Potentially can go up a little bit and then will come down, or potentially it may come down from this region. So you just have to keep an eye on it and see how it performs. GBP USD CAD, it's very interesting as well. As you can see, it's trying to go up. It's not major news coming out from Canada, so potentially I'm expecting it to reach about 1.32 region around here, where the next there's a small resistance at 1.32 region. And again, it's at a bullish level at the moment. It's over 50 or 55 or over 50, so potentially it may go up. That's the daily chart. On a weekly chart, it also looks stronger. As you can see, three green candles and potential to have form a fourth one as well. Monthly chart, again, looks very strong. As you can see, it's engulfed the entire candle the previous month of October. So it's got a potential to go up from here. So we'll keep an eye on it and we'll watch it. Next one in line is GBP USD. Apologies, USD JPY. So interesting price action happening here on a monthly level. As you can see, it's trying to come down on a monthly level. On a weekly, again, he had a good solid drop, a big massive drop a couple of weeks ago, and then he formed a nice little green candle going upwards. So we need to keep an eye on that one and how it performs on a daily chart. As you can see, the daily chart is also an interesting pattern developing here. So all in all, we just need to watch GBP USD and see how it performs. I will be interested to take a trade on if it comes around this region. So around 13,113, roughly about at this point here, 113,200 region, or slightly higher as well, if possible. That's where it dropped from the last time it dropped. So we just need to keep an eye on it and see how it goes. New Zealand Kiwi, it's in a strong upward trend. As you can see, it's trying to move up. It's gone roughly about 53 on RSI. But there is a potential that it may potentially go up and reach at least this region here, which is about 0.66 from where it is now, or 0.67 region from where it is now. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Nice little move on a daily chart, as you guys can see. Weekly chart, again, it's showing a strong growth and potential to go up from here and reach about 0.67 level and the first resistance. Monthly chart's not that bad, but again, it's done this. As you can see, it rejected the price, coming all the way down to 0.64. It's moved up. So I'm hoping this will potentially become a green candle on the monthly chart by end of October, and then potentially go up from here. But we shall keep an eye on it as well and see how it performs. That's Kiwi USD. Now we're gonna go into dollar index, and on monthly chart, as you can see, is forming a small green candle here, potentially to go up as well. But as you can see, it has developed like a left shoulder, a head, and potentially another right shoulder here, and then potentially it will drop down. So we need to keep an eye on the dollar index and how it performs the next couple of weeks. As you can see here, 3 continuous weeks it created the weeks, and the price got rejected roughly about 0.96 level. So we need to keep an eye on this and see how it performs next week. Hopefully, we probably will be going downwards, if not upwards, and along with that, the dollar will become a little bit weaker. So on a daily basis, as we can see, there's a massive red candle has formed. So this looks like slightly bearish for US dollar, but we have to wait and watch how it performs the next candle, especially on Mondays. So keep an eye on it. This is now pointing towards the lower direction. So if it drops below 50, then we know it's going to be bearish, and it will continue to fall down and come a bit roughly about 0.95 region. So just keep an eye on it, how it performs. Also keep an eye on equity markets, because that will potentially make gold go explosive if equity markets keep dropping next week. But highly likely that gold first will drop and then will go up, as you can see, a continuous weeks being formed, and potentially this may come down at this region and then go up. So initially, for any pullback we're looking at, we want to look at pullback coming all the way down to 1.1208 level and then go up. So let's keep an eye on gold, and happy trading for next week. That's it for this week, guys.